Hello guys, welcome to my next YouTube video, and this will be a replay analysis when I played in Division with my clanmates, and I played Georgia on the map Trap. So let's start. As you can see, we spawn near the Charlie, so we will go Charlie because there are two options: go B and go C, right? Go Bravo or Charlie. We decided to go Charlie. The Bravo is quite close, so there is not that many opportunities to fight in the open, and especially for my clanmates which are playing or who are playing Donskois. So we decided, okay, we will capture the Charlie, make sure that we kill all the ships there, and then we might push through Bravo to Alpha. Yeah. So the Georgia is very nice ship. Like, it's really with really accurate guns, and the dispersion is very nice on it. So when you hit, and also the alpha damage is quite high. So when you hit hard. So the downside is that you have only 6 guns. So if you are not aiming properly and you're missing, then you are getting only ricochets then and hitting like one of the 6 shells, that's quite bad. So you make sure you have really nice and steady aim, so you can deal a lot of damage. Yeah, here I was aiming for Ibuki, but that Ibuki was playing quite decently. Was doing a lot of damage to me and also to my teammates, and he was quite nicely dodging. You know, he was moving forward, backward. It was quite difficult to hit him, and sometimes I also aimed quite poorly. Here I said to Jeff to pop the Hydro, because we were pushing into open and into gap, and this gap is usually torped. So as you can see, the torps are already coming. So we knew that they are coming. But so anyway, the Hydra was on point. Here Jeff overextended and got like 2 citadels from received 2 citadels from enemy Georgia. Now I was forced to almost stop to not ram him. And I'm also giving the Georgia quite a lot of broadside. Luckily I was not punished that heavily. Basically Georgia missed. And here is the Mayoko. And that was, I believe, a mistake it made. And I will score some citadels on him. Yeah, 2 citadels, and he was basically dead. Next salvo, I don't know from whom, if it was Donskoy, Iowa, Root, or Odin, somebody finished him. But 2 citadels already have 50,000 damage. Now the Ibuki is detected. I'm trying to hit him, but because I have spotted plane up, I have tendencies to aim too high. You know, you really want to aim towards the water line when the ship sits in the water, exactly to that spot. But I have tendencies to aim a little bit higher, and I'm then getting like open. See, again, that was not water line. That was like 2 millimeters away above the water line. That's bad. It will be again overpens. Yeah, So then I decided, okay, the Tirpitz is alone and he's pushing, but I will try to hit the Georgia first because he was presenting a quite big broadside, and now I'm trying to avoid the Jeff, to not bump into him. And on Georgia I received another citadel, so now I have 72,000 damage. So yeah, here I said Jeff if he can move slightly forward, because otherwise I will hit him. I tried to blind shot the Ibuki, because the Ibuki again reversed and was trying to spam us. And I decided here, okay, the Tirpitz is alone. Tirpitz is alone, Georgia is probably behind the island, so it will be only the Ibuki going after us. Here I should be popping up the engine boost. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, I already pre-select Tirpitz for my secondaries, right? Because I have manual secondary spec on Georgia. And yeah, we are pushing because then there was Jeff again giving a little bit too much broadside to Tirpitz, so I had to push to be the one tanky and to be a more like a juicy target for the Tirpitz, so he will need to deal with me. But anyway, I have secondaries on the Tirpitz, but I'm interested in fighting with the Ibuki. Yeah, I gave Georgia a little bit too much broadside, and there is a devastating strike. I finally was able to kill the Ibuki, just spamming like crazy with high explosives. I popped the damage con because I believe that I have next salvo in 2 seconds or 3 seconds, so I will kill the Tirpitz. But unfortunately I left him with like 300 hit points, so that was not a kill for me. That wasn't a kill. But anyway, so now we secured the full right side. It's time to push through Charlie to Bravo, right? So I'm pushing in, trying to shoot whatever will appear here. And here we see a Georgia again, so let's send shells on Georgia. I would prefer to shoot the Chapayev, but he was behind the island, so I decided to go for Georgia. I was quite scared about the scanner, which was last seen at F4 square, F7 square. Because I was afraid if he was like turning back towards us, then he might try to thwart me, and as you can see I already used all of my heals except the last one. I'm being targeted by 2 ships, that's the Georgia and Chapayev. The Chapayev is the one annoying. I can pretty much angle against Georgia, but the Chapayev, it is quite fast to reload. He can cause significant troubles. I was aiming at the Donskoy, but my aim was off, and he was then turning even further away and trying to spam me, and I don't want to catch any fires right now, so I just decided, okay, screw that. I will stop here next to the island and I will get undetected, so we can actually start farming ships which are pushing into Bravo from A, right? So I popped my spotter plane and I started to farm that lion, because he's the closest target and he was causing troubles to our scanner. The scanner torpedoes forced that lion to give me a broadside, and I used it, and that was one hit citadel, second kill for me, right? And 6 citadels scored, already have 138,000 damage dealt. Right. So now I see the David's from my clan is pushing in Donskoy into 2 Georgias and enemy Donskoy. So I decided, okay, I cannot stay here any longer. I need to start moving up. There is what? There's Pommern, Donskoy, Georgia, and there's a second Georgia to the south. We need to get rid of the ships, and first I was thinking like, okay, I will go slowly, make sure that that I can still keep my hit points as long as possible, because I tanked already more than 1 million damage. But then I realized a little bit late that my teammate is pushing like crazy and he's now under heavy fire. So now, as you can see, I hit the full throttle, pedal to the metal, and pushing it into Bravo. And there are quite juicy targets, especially this Georgia giving almost full broadside. She's barely angled, so I was trying to hit her, but she was able to dodge. And here one of my teammates that Davids will die, and I believe it was probably because of the torps. Yeah, it was because of the torps. So now we have still a lot of ships here. We have Odin and Hood, which are almost full HP. So I slow down a little bit because I don't want to be really that far ahead of them. I have less hit points, therefore the enemy team might be actually focusing me. So for me it's better to just stay back a little bit now. And I also already used my last heal. So first I want to get rid of this Georgia if possible, because she's giving quite a lot of broadside and she's causing really a lot of troubles to me, because I can't properly angle towards her, because she can just overmatch my armor if I'm going purely nose in. So I had to angle. Luckily I was able to angle both salvos from both Georgias, and I'm still doing quite decent damage. So now Odin, this was quite bad. That was most likely Citadel from the received from Georgia. She was still able to spot me, see me, because the scanner moved into open waters. And here I was constantly switching view from Donskoy to Georgia's and Fiji, and I was like trying to find out who will be the first one sailing from behind the island, and it was actually Donskoy. So here I will focus the Donskoy, because he can't angle at all towards my armor. So I killed him. There was third kill, and I already have a Confederate, and by killing the Donskoy I have high caliber 172,000 damage dealt. My Odin died unfortunately, and Hood will be the next dying. Here I'm trying to hit the further Georgia, because she was giving more broadside to me than the close one. But now the closer one will start turning and will present me with the broadside. And you can see I have already only 7,000 hit points left, or 8,000. But I was able to kill this Georgia, and now I need to somehow angle against next Georgia shells. She hit me, and I'm left with 500 XP. 500 hit points, sorry. I sent one salvo towards her, and here I made a slight mistake. I should already select secondaries because I forgot that I have manual secondaries built on this ship, and I'm not, therefore my secondaries are not shooting, and they have range 11.3 kilometers. I was living on the borrowed time, but I decided to shoot the cannon because I will any second I can die. And the salvo from the Georgia is going, and also from Skane, and Skane was finally able to hit my superstructure and kill me. And that's it. Okay, here is the result screen. I didn't run the replay to the end. We obviously won, but here it is, right? So I dealt 185,000 damage. I sunk 5 ships. The destroyer I destroyed was the last one, and we scored six citadels. And let me show you the table with all the participants. And here it is. I end up being first on XP with the base XP of 2274. And let me also show you the next thing I will show you is my build on Georgia. And here is the build for Georgia, right? So let's start with the equipment. The first one, first upgrade secondaries. Definitely for the secondaries. You won't be losing your main armament, so go for secondaries. Second one, I'm using damage con. Third one, accuracy. Accuracy and range on the secondaries. So with the flags, you will have 11.3 kilometers on your secondaries. The fourth upgrade is again damage con, and in the fifth slot concealment module, and on the sixth slot originally I was using the secondary mod, but the dispersion was done really bad. You know, your aim could be perfect, and the vertical dispersion was really bad, and even though you aimed perfectly, you was not hitting properly. So I had to switch to artillery plotting room modification to get better dispersion on the guns, on your primary guns, because if you hit broadsiding ships, you will citadel them. So this is really important module. Anyway, I'm running spotter plane, right? Instead of fighter, I'm not using many fighters. I prefer spotting aircrafts. And on the captain, I have 16-point captain, and so I went priority target, expert marksman, then I went basic fire training, advanced fire training for the secondaries, and I didn't need to go manual fire control, and I will probably swap that because the American secondaries has quite a decent accuracy in comparison to Germans. On German battleships or on German ships in general, if you are running secondary build, you usually want the manual fire control. On a Georgia, you don't. On Georgia, Massachusetts, these kind of ships, you don't need it usually. You want the inertial fuse for high explosive. So In the future, I will be swapping when I will have more Elite Commander XP or more free XP. I will be swapping. The manual secondaries for inertia fuse for HE. So for IFHE, I will swap that. Then I will go most likely Superintendent to have more heals, more spotty planes, and also engine boosts. And that will be actually it. So yeah, that will be full build. So I will be swapping from manual fire control for secondaries to IFHE, and I will take Superintendent as my last skill, and that will be 19-point captain. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, like it. If you don't, subscribe, and see you later, guys. Bye.